Welcome everybody back to Solomon's Crown. We have
Yes,
been
sir.
gone, we have been working, and it is a new year, so we are back. Same old, just bringing you the realest that we can, and hoping that everybody can see our points of view. Today. Um, I mean, we can talk about a little bit about what we've been doing, but for the most part, working. Let's just say that.
Yeah, working.
Everything's been going great, smoothly. A lot of our fruits or seeds that we have planted have start to come to, was it fruition? Fruition. I'm bad with
Fruition. Yeah,
words.
you're
But for the most part, yeah, I mean, we've been studying, looking at stuff that has just kind of like been catching our attention and everything like that. And for the most part, everybody's still on that same old. Uh, for
yeah.
one, just to jump right into it, which one do we want to do first? So,
So we're gonna talk about the certified lover boy, Drake,
uh,
and his alleged situation. So basically, according to all the gossip and news outlets, he uh he had a little escapade with one of these Instagram models, and after he was done, it was rumored slash alleged that he put some hot sauce in his prophylactic, and a couple days later, uh, he got hit with a lawsuit saying that the hot sauce burnt the the woman's private area,
another
and
reason.
so pretty much she tried to impregnate herself with
Allegedly,
with Drake's property, allegedly.
allegedly. Maybe she just
So
thought it was like a cleanser or something like that. Maybe she thought it was, bro. Like I would have flushed it. Like no cap. Like bro, like he just threw it in the trash. He probably did it spitefully. Just like there ain't no way. There ain't no way she's like this. Like
that's
she wouldn't
exactly
go
what he
that
did.
far.
That's exactly well, in my opinion, that's what I think was on his mind why he did that. Because there's many ways he could have disposed of that, but he did it. But on a serious note,
Bro,
guys,
chucking
it's
that out the
just
window would have been a better plan. But it's like, bro, like somebody probably gave him the inside scoop, like, hey, this chick. And he's like, oh, bet I got something for her, bro. Because ain't no way, bro. And that's just like, that's just me speaking. This is not, I'm not affiliated with Drake or any of his associations. I hope his trial goes perfectly fine and his
it's not going to
allegations
go
get
to court.
dry. Yeah, hopefully not.
Any lawyer worth their medal is just gonna look at that and laugh in their face.
Like,
Because
how
I
do you
mean,
go to court and be like, well, what happened? It was like, well, I tried to pull his condom out and like impregnate myself, and it turns out he put hot sauce in the condom. It's like, bro, like you can't even defend that, bro.
you can't,
Like
you can't,
what is your case? Like, what are you gonna say in court? Like,
because legally his stuff is his property. You stole his property without him knowing. You try to entrap him.
if we're gonna
Like,
go down that route,
but I digress. The point I'm trying to make is that
bro, like,
chill.
nah, because it's like it's just getting wild, bro. It's like, what do like these women think is like what is going through their heads at this point? Because it's like, bro, like I get it, hitting the lick, this, and that, but it's like, bro, if your only goal is to get pregnant by somebody famous so that they could pay for you to live a certain lifestyle for the rest of your life, like what are you really bringing to the table, bro? Like you would at first you would not even get any type of respect from this man, period. Like it's always going to be a bad vibes, bad like blood, because it's like, bro, imagine, like just imagine this, you took the time to get to know him
Yeah.
and actually liked him. That's crazy idea. Crazy.
So I'll play devil's advocate here. So there's a definite paradigm shift with the time when we grew up, where we were exposed to the changes and dramatic changes in technology,
Yeah.
right? Before we actually played outside and we hung out with friends and stuff like that. But now everyone is so interconnected with the internet. But there's this ecosystem now where it's like you know, between family court and just female empowerment to the extreme, not talking about in general, I'm talking about to the
Yeah,
extreme.
yeah.
It's just that women just know that they can get away with anything. Look at Twitch. Look at what Twitch has become for the most
Oh
part,
yeah.
right? Look at, OnlyFans. Like women know that there are a bunch of simp ass dudes out there. So if dudes are gonna allow themselves to be, you know, befuddled by women like this, like why not make easy money off of them?
Bro.
Like why not? So it gets these women in their feelings or in their head that like, oh, I can pretty much not do anything about my life and I can just get pregnant by a basketball player or a musician and I'll be set. And it's like the women, like though with that type of mindset, they literally don't care. They don't care if you respect them. They don't care about anything else but the bag. That's all they care about. They don't even care about the life that they're about to bring or that they can potentially bring out of that situation.
Yeah.
They just know that, oh, I'm
I'm gonna
set up
be
for life.
paid. You know,
Exactly. So it's crazy how society has gotten, bro. Like
bro,
it's
and that's
mind
not
blowing.
even like necessarily like the rest of the world because
It
like we
isn't.
talked about it, like in
Nah.
other countries, there's still a lot of traditional women who like
Yeah.
put effort into like meeting a dude and this and that. And you see it all the time on social media. And I think it's like it's really just social media because like
Yeah.
social media is like such a small bubble that
Yeah.
everybody thinks like, oh, this is how everything is. Like, because even with
Yeah.
us going out, like I mean, you can go out to a regular bar or regular club and there's women in there who just are
Yeah.
like, I'm not on IG. I'm not on Facebook. I don't deal with
Exactly.
social media because of this, and that. And that's the thing is like, dudes, I mean, Drake is on a whole nother level as far as like
Yeah.
how he has to move and things like that. I think the situation is hilarious. Like
It
one up
is.
for the city boys, as they would say. But
What is wrong with you, man?
bro, like, bro, you can't respect somebody like that, bro. Like, it's like, bro, like, what did she really think was about to happen? And then the thing is like, if I was Drake, I'd be suing her, bro. Like, no cap. Like, I sue her for every penny that she had because it's like, bro, you are trifling and you deserve
Me.
everything that's coming to you. And that's think that's the biggest thing is like, there's no repercussions for all these actions.
No.
That most of the time it's just like, oh, I just don't want to deal with it. Like, yo, just pay her $100,000. Like, and then be done with it. Nah, bro, I'm being spiteful. Like, and not even
Yeah.
spiteful to that extent. It's just like, bro, like, what are you doing? Like, there's no consequences for your actions. Like, bro, it's getting to the point where it's like, nah, bro, like females are like playing these games thinking that it's sweet out here. And there's a lot of dudes out here who are gonna get tired of it and it's just gonna get bad. And it's like, bro, like it's sweet. It's sweet for the first initial crew, the first initial couple who just kind of like, okay, cool. Like we got our bags, this, and that. But like
Yeah.
once dudes start like wising up and doing this stuff, like, bro, like they're gonna start creating laws. Like it's gonna happen to some lawyer, and he's gonna be like, nah, you ain't taking me down like this. And they're gonna just
Exactly.
like generate this whole thing that's gonna be like, yo, a woman who does this, and that, you can be legally sued, you can go to jail for life, this, and that. And it's like at some point they're gonna have to learn because it's like, bro, it's the same with men. Like if men did anything to that extent, like imagine if a woman was asleep and a man just like took his specimen and like implanted it in her and then was like, yo, good looking.
Oh,
Like,
they throwing
bro,
him under the jail. They throwing him
like,
under the
like
jail.
you
Like,
have to look at it from both aspects of the situation. It's like, bro, like that would be like that would not go. Like, bro, like feminists, everybody would be up in arms, like, yo, this what like low key, like, bro,
as a
that's
matter of fact,
wild,
he might not even make it in prison. Like they don't do well with
bro.
people
That's
like
what I'm
that. So
saying. And it's just like, what is going on, bro? Like, because like, bro, like money is important, but it's not that serious, bro.
uh,
Like, you don't even
it's
like
easy. It's a allure of easy money, man. It's a
they need
allure
to
of easy
start
money
taxing that, bro. Like,
because it's like as I said before, there's societies now where it's so easy. Like I'll just put it this way: attractive people, male or female, have always had it good in life in any society in any timeline. Obviously, right? The more attractive you are, the more doors open. More so for women, And especially now that the Western society is more gynocentric, it's more woman centered, like women's rights centered. Like the world is an oyster for a beautiful woman. Like it's the best of both worlds because a woman can choose to be like the best, you know, scientist or CEO or whatever, or a woman can just not do anything and just be an Instagram model and make money off of doing nothing
Nah, bro, being
or
an
sleeping
Instagram
with a
model
famous
is hard,
person.
bro. Like you gotta like get clout, you gotta like promote, you gotta like,
Get clout how? By showing some half naked pictures.
bro. Nah,
I
some of them like read books and like
I
I seen one that
I
was an investigator. I've seen a couple
anyway,
doctors.
anyways. anyways,
It's
a
hard out here
guy,
for a man, bro. Like what
a
you
guy,
mean?
there's no like not doing anything. And well, I mean, nowadays you see some dumb stuff on the internet that dudes are doing, but for the most part, a dude has to like work hard, whether it's at social
So
media or anything else. So,
let me play
but
devil's
yeah, but
advocate as to say.
yeah,
I mean, this goes back to like what men are allowing to happen. Like
yeah.
we talked about this on another video, which we'll do another video based on that. But like dudes just like, bro, like what is going on, bro? Like men used to be like, yo, I want to work to be the best. Like so you could like it was almost like getting a woman was like a prize for being successful and working hard. If that's, I don't know if I can say it like that, but it's not like you essentially you worked hard and then a woman who complimented you was kind of
So,
like this is like the end goal, like you were working towards
mhm,
like a partner, somebody who could be like push you to the next level essentially.
yeah,
And I don't want to be like, oh, a woman is a prize or anything like that, like a possession, but it was like you had a goal that you were trying to be successful so that you could find a woman to settle down with, have a family with, and just kind of
uh-huh,
like live your life. I mean, and not be bothered by other people and cloud and all
uh-huh,
this other stuff. So, I mean, but the thing is, like, a lot of these dudes are just like, yo, I got money. I don't know how to talk to women. I don't know how to be around women, but like
uh-huh.
money can literally buy you companionship. And I was talking to one of my boys where it was like, even with the hot tub streaming and everything like that. And I'm not trying to knock anybody's hustle or anything like that. Like, bro, if you're getting the money, then you're getting the money. Like,
Yeah, I don't
because
care
like
at the end of
somebody,
the day.
yeah, I
Yeah.
don't care at the end of the day. Like, it is what it is. I'm just saying, like,
It's
uh,
interesting in today's
yeah,
society. Yeah.
because like that's the thing too is like a lot of these women will do stuff like this, like because you see the negative sides of it where women are doing these things and they're just like, why doesn't anybody want to love me? Why doesn't anybody want to be with me? And it's like, bro, like I'm not about to go into like a grocery store and somebody's like, "Oh, I saw your girl on OnlyFans last night, busting it wide open." Like, nah, bro. Like, that's just not what I want, bro. Like, bro, like it's like that meme where it's like, "Yo, were you dating a porn star?" She's like, "Yo, work was amazing." It's like, "Yo, get out of my house." Like, bro, like nobody wants to deal with that, and that's the thing. Some dudes don't care, bro. Like I've seen it firsthand where like dudes will literally be like, yeah, my girl got an OnlyFans, like, yo, we making this money, this, and that. But it's like mentally, like, what is that doing to her? Like, I mean, some chicks really just don't care. It's just like, yo, as long as I'm getting paid, I'm getting paid, and that's fine. I mean, that's just like being a dude, like where it's like, yo, like I gotta be a janitor, I gotta be a garbage man, like I'm gonna get this money no matter what. But like I just know that I have an end goal. So everybody's getting it how they can. And I mean, why turn away from free money if that's the case? Because it's literally, I mean, not free. I mean, they're working,
Yeah, they're working, but
but
and social media is not hard. It's not easy, I should say.
no, it's really not.
But
It's
I would definitely say for sure that if you're an attractive woman, it is you have a leg up pretty
yep.
much in the social media game, for lack
Even
of a
if
better
you're an
term.
attractive woman who's educated and has a
Yeah, especially if you're
degree,
educated.
and
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I mean, some would say they don't because then they have to deal with more successful men and things like this. But I mean, it's really like you're a product of your surroundings, and who you surround yourself will eventually be who you become and everything like that. So, I mean, if you're in a situation where you feel like, oh, I'm getting dogged out because I'm a woman and I'm like I have to deal with men who are like obnoxious and just assholes and stuff like that, then if you change the situation, then it could be a
So,
lot better. I mean, move out the country, no cap. Like,
so I'm
like,
gonna just like I've been, looking at both sides of the aisle, especially with this whole manosphere thing.
mm,
So, I just learned recently, that in America at least, I think women didn't weren't allowed to have bank accounts up
oh
until like
yeah,
1971 or in the 70s, and that's kind of crazy to me. And I think in my opinion, I think a lot of this, I mean, put it on my tinfoil hat here. A lot
bro.
of this could be attested to like, conspiracy theory of like social engineering, destroying the family, whatever. Um, it could also be just like, I guess, revenge of some sort. Because check it, right? Back in the 70s, in the eight in the 60s, back in those times, our grandparents' era, like a woman solely had to depend on a man, right?
Yeah,
Because it goes back to the point that you were making about like back in the day, like a woman was a prize, right?
yeah. I didn't
I
say that.
think,
I never said that.
all right,
All
but anyway,
right.
I think for the most part, like if you were a dude, you were hardworking or whatever, you made money, you could take care of a woman would be like, okay, cool, like I have someone that can take care of me, I can survive, right? Because women financially were wholly dependent on a man for protection and for financials and all that stuff. I think a lot of the grievance came around where you add, like, I don't know, a factory worker and he's drinking, he's an alcoholic, he beats on her.
Mm.
um like I've heard multiple stories, you heard multiple stories of like dudes they having like two three families in the background, but like the woman really couldn't do anything or
No,
say
he went to go
anything
get
because
milk, bro. But the milk was
uh,
like in Alaska, so like it take like 40 years to walk to Alaska from like Nebraska or something. Like,
no, my will, he's
bro, what you mean, like, bro? Like, it be like that sometimes. Like, I'm not gonna say he's wrong or right. I'm just saying I understand, bro. Like, oh, Alaska's far, bro. We
don't
got to
listen to
milk out
Will,
here,
guys.
bro.
Kids, don't listen to Will, he's a man. but
Oh, yeah,
But yeah, like dudes be having like two, three families behind their wives' back, and the wives be like having like, you know, children that aren't the fathers. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on, right? They
yeah,
pretty much, for lack of a better term, people had to settle, right? People had to settle. Nowadays, women don't have to settle.
no,
And I think the whole core of the argument of the whole manosphere, right? The red pill community is that nowadays women, they liken what men have to do to become better and better, like the hierarchy, the pecking order. Like, men, they need to make more money, gain more power, and all that stuff. Like money and accomplishments is what measures a man nowadays. It always has been that way. As a matter of
yeah,
fact, from the beginning of civilization, that's how men were measured, right? Now women are taking on that same measurement and doing the same thing and thinking that they can get a man like that, or that's attractive to a man. And it's like most successful men that they want are not up for that, right? Because it's like a man can a Jeff Bezos, right? He can literally go to a McDonald's, see a really attractive woman, and be like, "Yo, you're my girlfriend. I'm gonna marry you today."
whoa, whoa, whoa,
Boom.
whoa, whoa. I don't think he could do all that, but
Or
in
or or
theory,
or,
in
or in
theory,
okay,
he could
or
shoot his
realistically,
shot. Yeah,
realistically, if a Jeff Bezos went to a
yeah,
cashier, a really hot cashier in McDonald's, courted her, and be like, "Yo, I'm gonna make you my wife in like say in 1 year, right, or 6 months or whatever," like that is definitely doable, right?
no,
Right?
no, not today's
Like,
society.
or she would at
But I get what
least
you're saying. I get what you're
she would
saying.
at least date him, not
If he
necessarily
if he
marry
rolled up
him.
in a Lamborghini and just walked in there and was like, "Yo, like I think you're kind of
Yeah,
cute. Like,
yeah.
uh, could I get the opportunity to take you out on a date, something like that? Like, boom, 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 like the normal like customs and
Yes. Okay. No.
courtesies. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Because some women are just like, oh, I don't know you, bro. Like, and then like
I mean,
truthfully,
but
like, bro,
most women will. Well, let me not say most, not generalize, but I would hard pressed to find a woman who, in around their 20s, right?
Oh,
Their 20s or early 30s that will see a dude in a like Lambo or whatever and
say
be
this,
like,
this,
yo,
and
what's
that.
going on?
I mean, we seen it on TikTok where dudes are like literally
Exactly.
like if they got chains or they got like a nice watch and stuff like
Yeah.
this, and it goes down to status. Like, okay, this dude has all this stuff, so he must be
Yeah.
doing something right. And it's
Yeah.
like the dudes that I've been messing with ain't moving like this. So like, let me see what's going on. They'll at least give it an attempt. So
They give it a try. But on the flip side, you be hard pressed to find a woman who would go to like a McDonald's and look at a male cashier, even though he's attractive, and do the same thing,
eh,
right? Like she wouldn't
not
take him
as common.
seriously.
Yeah, not as
She wouldn't
common.
take it would be as common, and she
Yeah,
probably wouldn't take him as seriously, right?
no,
Because most of the time, women at that age, or a woman not at that age of that caliber, of that high caliber CEO status, whatever, they
mm,
want a dude that's like on their level. But as we talked about before, women usually at high echelons of like corporations and stuff like that, they take on a lot of masculine traits because they have to
yeah,
survive to make it up top. And a lot of men on their as their peers, they don't find that attractive. So it's kind of hard for them because I've seen a lot of people like from my year group in college,
mm,
like a lot of females that are really attractive. They're doctors or what and lawyers now, or whatever. They're married. They have been with boyfriends or whatever since college that are also doctors and lawyers,
yeah,
right? So it's kind of hard. It's not impossible, but it's kind of hard for women that are super high up there, in my opinion, at least that are super high up there
yeah,
to easily find mates of their level as opposed to men.
yeah. I mean,
All right,
I've
men, can you hear me?
yeah, I got you.
Check, check. Oh yeah. So men can go either way. We can find a chick that's broke or a chick that's on our level, pretty much. So
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing too. It's like a lot of men try to fix broken women, and like
yeah,
it's like most of the time, like if a chick is attractive and she'll literally like be there, because like the thing about men is like, okay, we're always looking for something that's not necessarily what we already have.
yeah,
Like I'm spilling the beans, but it's one of those things where it's like, okay, if I make money, if I can like I got my own car, I got my own business, I got my own job. I literally have all my own stuff. Like now what am I looking for as far as completing that full circle? So it's like I
yeah,
might just want somebody to sit there and watch Netflix with me or like go to the movies with me or just like just the basic stuff like companionship. So
companionship. Yeah,
that's the thing is like a woman doesn't necessarily need to be making six figures for companionship, but that's another thing too is like I don't know, like these women are like, oh, I want a dude who makes six figures, this and that. And it's almost as if like, okay, he makes six figures. So if he's not here, he's not around all the time, I'll still be able to like go do what I want to do as far as like go get my nails done, go get my hair done. I'll drive a nice car. I'll have my own errands that I run. I'll go hang out with my girls, this, and that, or whatever they want to do. If they're not working, if they are working, they'll do their job and then they'll be like, oh, well, I can still go to the spa and get pampered and I can go to the gym and they kind of like living their own lives and they don't have to worry about the financial aspects of life because like that's a big thing. Like a man who is not financially stable is not an attractive trait to most women because it's like,
yeah,
okay, you can't even provide the bare minimums for me. So
yeah,
like, why would I even worry about that? And I think that what is happening is, like you said, like women are shopping up now. Like it's like, why
yeah,
would I mess with somebody who potentially could just blow it all away in 3 years and then now we're back to struggling and then struggling creates arguments,
yeah.
struggling creates fighting. And it's like no amount of love can really
Nah, nah,
survive that. I mean,
nah.
you want to hope and you want to be hopeful and it's just like that. But like low key, like that's like a fairy tale love where it's like, yo, we've been through all this bullshit and like we're still in love and this and that. Because like in reality, a lot of outside factors will affect that for damn sure. So
Yeah,
I mean, but that's the thing is like all your problems can't be solved with money. Like, yeah, this dude might make six figures and stuff like that, but if he's making six figures, he's obviously working at least 40 hours a week.
yeah.
When
Oh,
he's
more than
off
that.
work, he's probably either trying to create something more than what he's doing. I mean, some people enjoy what they do and they just go to work and do everything like that. But you got to think like at that point, if I'm making six figures and what I do is what I love, that's my passion. So it kind of be hard pressed for a woman to replace that passion if like what I want to do is work. Like
Yeah.
that's what it comes down to. So it's like, yeah, I mean, you have to separate work and play, but as men, I mean, women are, as they say, more mature when they're younger, and then men mature as they get older. So it's like, I think there's a big disconnect between that too, because like the older men get, the wiser we get, the like the more that we try to achieve for most of us, or some of us, at
Yeah.
least the small percentage. I mean, you look at the 1-2% of men who are
Uh-huh.
like super hyper successful, like what did they have to give up in their entire lifetime and to like gain this status? Like,
A lot of those dudes aren't married or divorced
I
multiple
mean,
times too.
yeah,
So
that too. I mean, think about Will Smith, like, bro, like Will Smith is almost arguably the most successful black man.
he's up there. I wouldn't say the most successful, but he's up there.
So let's just put him in top 10.
Yeah, top 10 for sure.
I mean, yeah, I mean, as far as like accomplishments, accolades, and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
So,
accomplishments
and
and
we'll
everything.
probably go through another list where we do that too. Just figuring out like we'll compare all these successful men top 10 and see like what have they done in their lifetimes, what have they lost, how many like marriages or divorces or relationships that they've gone through, and then like at the cost of what is their net worth and everything like that. And it's like it's it's trying times, bro. Like as always, like we already know. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all I got to say. I mean, that's wild. We got off of not necessarily off topic, but like it's so much bigger than that than just like
Yeah, it was just yeah, it's just an interesting take on how society is now. I just it is my final words is just and sorry guys if I'm a little bit nasal. I'm still recovering from a cold, not corona. I promise you that.
I don't know about
But
that.
anyway,
No. I mean, it's winter weather and everything. I was like feeling
yeah.
nasally too. But
But I just think the way society is, it's driven a lot of women, a lot of younger women too, to this point where I mean, usually in the younger years, you feel invincible, you feel like you can do anything, but it's just like young people are just doing it with such reckless abandon, and it's like women can almost get away with anything if they go down that route of like the social media life, to where they're doing stuff like trying to impregnate themselves with like hot sauce cream, right? And it's just like it's just
saucy
crazy.
marinara.
Yeah, some marinara sauce. Yes, spicy marinara. And it's just crazy to me. It's just really crazy to me that a woman would be that desperate enough to do that,
I don't even think it's
you know?
desperation, bro. It's just like this could be it. This is an easy, like this is an easy come up, bro.
Yeah,
Like
it's
it's
just
not even desperate. It's like low key. It's just like, bro, like I'll think about it like a hustle for us. Like, bro, like if I see like, yo, I could sell this car for $1 million, like, but it's not my car. But like by the time I got rid of it, like there would be no
I get
attachments to
yeah.
it. Like, yeah, bro, it's like it's a lick, bro. Like that. I don't think there's any desperation. And I don't, truthfully, I just don't think that these women are thinking out like what they're doing. But I mean, I'm not even trying to get on IG models because like at least that small portion that are just like, bro, clout chasing and this and that, like they're being exposed and they're still like the next one just comes in line and is just like, oh, I'm gonna get mine. And it's like, bro, you see that these situations are failing and failing and failing and failing. And it's like, yeah, a couple of IG models got to come up and like did things right. But that's another thing that a lot of these women don't understand. Like I've been around women who are cunning like that,
Yeah.
based off of my play sister and everything like that. And the mentality that they have is not right here, right now. Their mentality is like, this is just one piece of the puzzle that's
Yeah.
gonna and escalate. And that's
I
the
think
thing is like she probably thought like, oh, I just need to get pregnant by Drake. Okay, what does that mean by getting pregnant with Drake? Oh, she's fantasizing about all the things that could come with being
uh,
impregnated by Drake, and she's not thinking about like the negatives and the I think that's a big thing too, is like we see a lot of these situations go south a lot of the times where like people are being sued, people are like losing everything that they already had. So it's like if you're not willing to lose everything that you have right now to make that goal possible, don't
uh-huh,
even try it, bro. Because like these dudes will literally end your lives. Like you're an
right.
Instagram model, but you'll ruin your reputation. Nobody's gonna mess with her now, like period. I mean, you know somebody's gonna mess with her, and that's the problem,
Yeah,
bro. Like
yeah.
dudes will literally be like, oh man, like that girl tried to get impregnated by Drake. Like she let me get off here. Like that box is spicy. All right, I'm done. But either way, that let me get off here. You go ahead and close the remarks. I'm done, bro. I can't no more.
Yo, Will is on some different
Bro,
type stuff today.
I need my coffee, bro.
Don't worry about him. He'll get better. He just needs some coffee and some sleep.
Yeah, bro. I
But
mean, I got
anyways,
to sleep. I
guys.
need my coffee.
But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the episode. And as per usual, if you made it this far, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe because it helps with the YouTube algorithm and making our channel grow. And with that being said, guys, I'm your boy Pop.
No. I got a little more to say, yo. Like it's 2022. I'm gonna need y'all to start sharing our content. Like, nah, like I see
You're
y'all on
right, you're right, you're
Instagram
right.
all the time. If you made it this far, I know you be hitting that like button. I appreciate that.
You hit the
But
subscribe button too.
yeah. I mean, y'all already know that, yo, we need all the help that we can get this year. And
Yeah.
we're gonna start making these videos elaborate. Like y'all gonna be 5 minutes in and we might just cut to a commercial where it's just me and Pop sitting here like, yo, you share our stuff yet? Like y'all really want us to go that low?
Oh, well,
Yeah.
we gonna do that. We gonna go that
Oh,
route.
we're gonna get in there. But it's a new year, new energy, positive vibes all year long. And
Yeah.
if everything goes as according to plan, then this will be a video that we look back on and really reminisce about. So till next time, guys.
Till next segment.
Peace.
Peace.